What's going on, everybody? Peter Parker Comics. I got some new comics for you. Yeah, cool. Also got some other stuff in the works. I'm gonna try starting to post more daily. I'm gonna do some shorter, quick, like 2 minutes or less videos and try to post one a day. Dog says hi as well. I picked up this Vampire the Masquerade. I got 2 covers of this. I think I showed one in my last video. But these were from this last week. And then when I went back to the shop on Saturday, I think it's just a bunch of like dollar bin stuffs. But I think these like 3 books from the only new ones I got. Fucking comic shop news. Some Mars Attacks, Red Sonja. That cannot be like, I don't know, maybe it's kind of freeing. I was gonna say it can't be comfortable to like do battle in, but everything flopping around like that, you know. Alright, so I was able to get one of these. I think it's important. I think there's a first appearance in here. I don't know. I have the Wonder Woman B covers on my pull list, so no problem for me. It's Jim Lee. Probably first cover he's done in a year or 2. Nah, it can't be true. Wonder Man underneath there. Splice introducing. That was a 50. No, that was a $1 book. I think they're all $1 books if they weren't cover price. But yeah, I got another cover of these. This is the David Mack one. It's David Mack, right? Yeah, that's right. Vampire the Masquerade. I love that, and the way he like writes in the fucking dress. Oh, I love his style. He did a good run on the volume 2 of Daredevil, which I used to hate. Him and like Sinky, I used to have a disdain for both of those. But I don't know, recently I've definitely gotten way more into their art. Sinky especially. Coffin Bound number 5. I've been digging this series. I believe I have them all. I know I've only read the first 2 or 3, but I like it. Motor Crush, these are kind of cool. This might make my background. Their thumbnail, whatever the fuck you call this shit. Take a screenshot. That didn't work. That's hard to do without moving. I feel retarded right now. Pardon me. Fuck off. Take a screenshot. It's blurry, I could tell. Got it. Finally. I am technologically inclined? No, the other way. The opposite, right? Declined. Incompetent. There's a word I'm looking for. That's why I don't do any editing. There's no intro. There's no nothing. I'm trying to work on that. I've been saying that for probably over a year now. I don't know how long I've been making videos. About a year. But I don't bother with any of that. I just shoot it. I go live. I do it live. Motor Crush. This came out a while ago, but finally picked it up. Number 1. Umbrella Academy. No. I don't get the hype on that show. I couldn't get into it. I'm still back like I'm a few episodes into the first season. Just didn't love it. But this looked interesting. And it's number 1. Why else would I buy anything? Jeez. I'm a whore for number 1s. The Marquis de Sade. Guy Davis. I just dug this cover. It's pretty dope. It's fucking sick. A Sin of One from Oni Press. Numero 1. Warlands. It was an Image book I did not have. And I picked this series up. The Wicked. Here's a preview, number 1. I don't know if any of you ever read The Wicked. I used to have like a random issue of it. Back in the 90s when I was like early buying my own comics. And so here's the actual number 1. And I thought it was really cool. That and Spawn were like 2 of my favorites. From Image anyway. Wicked number 1, Wicked number 2. Yeah, I picked up just about the full run. This one's sick. The one I used to have doesn't look familiar to any of these, and they had one other cover. This was just what they had. I've always wanted to pick this series up, so I grabbed everything except for this one cover that was stupid. I think it was like an alternate cover to 4. I think I left that one behind. But yeah, there was missing a 6, I think. I don't remember. But yeah, these covers are dope. Does that make you think of like Violator? That one's gorgeous. That is so sick. But yeah, this series is really good. Pretty gory. I've skimmed through these just recently. So yeah, there wasn't a 6, and then I think it ends here. There might be an issue 8. I don't think it went on. Oh, whoa. I turned the brightness up. Let's turn that brightness down. Oh. That is so dope. So I'm pumped to find these in the wild. I totally forgot all about them. It was just one of those books I had growing up, and then I got rid of those. All my 90s books, I got rid of most of them. For nothing. I think to buy tapes or something. Or like DVDs had just come out. Who wants to be a superhero? Feedback. Sorry, ranting there. I was just pumped to find, like, I felt nostalgic. Like, oh, fuck, man, this series. I totally forgot. Like, for years I was trying to place the name of it, and I could never figure it out. So, The Wicked. I'm really excited to actually sit down and read those. The Wrong Earth, another number 1, and Wildcats number 3. Because I have 1, 2, and 4. Maybe 5. I think I stopped at 4. Jim Lee and Liefeld together. It's always nice. Yeah, so I've never had a copy of number 3. Yeah, so I paid $1 for that. I'm cool with it. Warlands. Wildcats. Wish that comic shop news wasn't right there. Because it's ruining my cinematography. Okay, so there was more on the other side. Let's keep this video under 10 minutes. Wildcats. Splice. Look cool. New villain. Or is it? Guts, Butts, and Cuts. Splice. You guys see that Adrian Brody movie, Splice? That was cool. This was $1. It's in good condition besides that fucking glibber globber. I have that book. It's like number 75 or number 100. I think it's number 100. Cool beans. And it's got Green Lantern on it, so if anything, I can just stick it in my Green Lantern books. Box of books. John Burton. I think this is where his run started, right? Yeah. And oh, what a run it was. Paragon, first appearance right here. Great condition for $1, $2.24. I got this to flip, so I don't care. Ed McGuinness can bite me. It's not even him, is it? Just his art style. Yeah, I think it is. Does it say? The interiors aren't. No, I don't see any SIG, so whatever. Just don't love it. But I could probably get a couple bucks for it, so if you want it that bad, you can hop over to my Instagram. I'll probably post this ASAP. Wonder Girl, that's for me. Wonder Girl, Wonder Man. Comics. Wild Ciders from J. Scott Campbell. Cool. That's a number 1 I didn't have. Squirrel Girl number 1. This is the second printing. I have a Squirrel Girl number 1. I don't know if it's this series. It probably is, and if so, I will probably sell this one for like, I don't know, $2 because it's crappy. $2 second printing, unless it's some really rare bullshit. Because who knows these days? Everything else is Wetworks. Wills does not get enough appreciation, nor does Scott Williams. Great inker. Next to Terry Austin, I think he's one of the And maybe Al Williamson's a really good inker. There's so many good inkers out there, but I don't know. My favorites, anyway. Wetworks. Probably their technical first appearance. I'm presuming this predates Wetworks #1. Wild Wetworks. Wildcats. But yeah, Wills was one of the like 7 Image founders, and he really gets the least amount of attention. So does Valentino. He doesn't get too much love either. Fucking Shadowhawk. Pumped. I'm keeping that for sure. Glad to be adding that to the collection. Dollar well spent. New Spider-Man costume. That's kind of why I grabbed this. And I know a lot of the Spider-Mans in the late 90s. Early to... this is late 90s. Whatever run this was. Might have been early 2000s. Those are low print. Like Amazing Spider-Man Volume 2, when they're getting to the end of the run. Those are pretty... they're almost like 10 to 30 bucks a piece just because they're low print. So I grabbed a couple, but I left a few behind because I was getting too many books. But there's more back there at the shop. I'm gonna see if any of those happen to be the pricier ones. This is from Web Spinners though, so it's not like a it's of less importance, you could say. But this was cool. This is a book I had never seen before. And it's a Peter Parker cover, presumably, unless that's like I don't know, Ben Reilly or fucking Chameleon or something stupid. I love this cover. It's fucking sick. Sickly. Yeah, alright, cool. Anyway. But there's a few more, so I might be going back for more. And Wild Thing, I will always grab this book for $1 or less because it's just cool. It's a Venom and Carnage appearance. It's her first #1. If Wild Thing is ever in anything or gets her own reboot of sorts in comics, you know, I'm good to go on those. Wild Thing and Sleepwalker. Come at me, bro. And I grabbed this because I have the variant to #1 and then the regular covers for all the other ones. Except issue 5 has a really dope Ant-Man cover that I have both on that one. I might post that soon. That's just a really cool one. So, anywho, they're all like Ultron versus an Avenger cover. There's like a Thor one, a Captain America one, an Iron Man one, an Ant-Man one. And #1 is the Wasp one. And I never got this one because I got a cool variant cover that has Ultron sitting on a throne of everybody's like weapons and like helmet and shit. It's pretty sick. It's also a dope cover. So I have variant bookends to that series because it was a 5-issue series. Oh god, I'm winded. Anyway, enough showing that. Little Wasp. I like Ultron a lot. I'm a big Ultron fan. Ultron! I'm sad that he was... I'm not gonna say he was poorly done in his movie. I just feel like he wasn't nearly as scary in the movie as he is in the comics. Especially that Busiek run. Busiek. For Volume 2 of Avengers, like in the 20s, 15s to 20s. Dude, that shit is brutal. And it's scary. Ultron used to like freak me out because he'd be Jarvis or something for like issues and issues, and then he reveals himself ripping off his face and it's like, I'm Ultron under here. Ah. And he's just brutal. Menacing. Movie just kind of made him more funny, like Shakespearean and goofy and funny. It was Spader. But Spader did a great job. They gave Ultron lips, which is silly. He's a robot. Robots don't need lips. But I liked it. It wasn't really the Age of Ultron. It was like the week and a half. Like Weekend at Ultron's, more like it. But it was still cool. I like this Wonder Girl the more I look at it. It's fun. I might actually read it and not just throw it in the box of endless #1s. And I may show those off soon. I was thinking about that, showing off more of my collection, going through a whole box, like, hey, this is where I keep this is where I keep this is what this box is, and just going through. But it would take hours and hours. But, you know, COVID and shit, I got nothing but time. So, anywho, I'm rambling. Enough of that. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you see, feel free to check out some of my other videos. Or, go read some of these, buy some of these books yourself and read them and enjoy them. And yeah, 'cause that's what comics are about. Reading them. They're comics. Read them. Bye.